Ever wondered what the most haunted places in the world are? Our first stop takes us to the land of the rising sun, Japan, and its infamous Aokigahara forest. Aokigahara, also known as the Sea of Trees, is a dense forest resting at the base of Mount Fuji. It has a history as rich and deep as its vegetation, but it's not the kind of history you'd expect from a picturesque forest. No, Aokigahara is most known for its unsettling reputation as a suicide hotspot. It's not just the tragic suicides that have given Aokigahara its haunting reputation. Eerie stories of paranormal encounters have been reported by those brave enough to venture into the forest. Whispering voices, apparitions, and feelings of being watched or followed are just a few of the chilling experiences shared by visitors. The forest itself seems to conspire to create an atmosphere of unease. The dense vegetation muffles sound, creating an eerie silence that isolates visitors from the outside world. The forest floor is riddled with caves, and the trees twist and turn in seemingly unnatural ways. Adding to the mystery are the magnetic anomalies that affect compasses, leading some to believe that the forest itself wants to trap those who dare to enter. So, if you're planning a hike, maybe give Aokigahara a miss, unless you're looking for an adrenaline rush of the supernatural kind. Moving westward to Italy, we find ourselves at Poveglia Island, a small patch of land with a dark past. Nestled in the Venetian lagoon, this unassuming island has witnessed a horrifying history that would chill even the bravest souls. In the 14th century, during the devastating sweep of the bubonic plague, Poveglia became a quarantine station, a final destination for the sick and dying. Thousands of plague victims breathed their last on this island, their bodies burned on giant pyres, their ashes mingling with the island's soil. The air seems to still carry the scent of death centuries later. But the island's grim tale doesn't end there. In the early 20th century, Poveglia housed a mental asylum where patients were reportedly subjected to brutal treatments. Whispers of unethical experiments and torture have echoed through the years. The asylum's bell tower, though removed, is said to still ring on quiet nights, the sound carried across the lagoon on a ghostly breeze. Today, visitors recount tales of chilling encounters, ghostly sightings, and eerie sounds. They hear the wails of plague victims, the cries of tormented souls, the ringing of a bell that no longer exists. The island is so feared that it's often referred to as the Island of Ghosts. Poveglia Island, a chilling reminder of the past that may still be home to troubled spirits. Our journey now takes us to the United States and the haunting corridors of Eastern State Penitentiary. Once a symbol of a revolutionary penal system, this now ruined fortress in Philadelphia was home to some of the most notorious criminals of the 19th and 20th centuries. Its vaulted, skylit cells held thousands within its oppressive walls, subjected to harsh and isolating conditions. As time wore on, reports of paranormal activity began to surface. Visitors and staff alike have recounted chilling experiences, unexplained noises, shadowy figures flitting through the decaying corridors, and eerie whispers that seem to emanate from the very walls. Some say the anguish of the inmates has left an indelible mark on the prison, giving rise to these spectral phenomena. The Eastern State Penitentiary, a place where the echoes of its brutal past might just reach out and touch you. We now cross the Atlantic to the UK to visit the Tower of London, a place steeped in history and some say haunted by its past. This imposing fortress, with its two concentric rings of walls and moat, has served many purposes since its inception nearly 1,000 years ago. It's been a royal palace, a treasury, an armory, and most infamously, a prison. Some of England's most notable figures were imprisoned and executed here, including Anne Boleyn, second wife of King Henry VIII. Sightings of her ghost, headless, wandering the halls, have been reported numerous times. Other strange occurrences include the apparitions of children dressed in rags, the chilling wails of tortured prisoners, and even a spectral bear that allegedly frightened a guard to death. Yes, the Tower of London is a place where history comes alive, sometimes quite literally. The Tower of London, where every stone tells a tale, and some of those tales might just give you a chill. Finally, we journey to Mexico, to the unsettling island of the Dolls. Nestled deep within the canals of Xochimilco, this eerie destination is not for the faint of heart. Its story begins with a man named Don Julian Santana Barrera, the island's lone inhabitant for over 50 years. Don Julian led a reclusive life, shrouded in mystery and isolation. But his solitude was broken one tragic day when he discovered the lifeless body of a young girl washed up on the shores of his island. Devastated by the sight, Don Julian was consumed by the need to appease the girl's restless spirit. His method? Hanging dolls. Over the years, Don Julian collected countless dolls, some in pristine condition, others weathered and worn. He would hang these dolls from the trees, their lifeless eyes and disheveled appearances creating an eerie spectacle. He believed this act would protect him and the island from the drowned girl's vengeful spirit. Visitors to the island often report an unsettling sensation, a feeling of being watched. The sight of the dolls, some headless, others missing limbs, hanging from the trees, their glassy eyes staring blankly, is a sight that tends to linger in the mind, long after one has left the island. Don Julian's life ended in a chilling twist of fate. In 2001, his body was discovered drowned in the same spot where he claimed to have found the young girl all those years ago. Today, the Island of the Dolls stands as a haunting testament to his life and the tragic tale that consumed it. The Island of the Dolls, where the line between the living and the dead may just be a little too blurred for comfort. As we leave this chilling destination behind, we are reminded of the power of belief and the lengths one man went to in his quest to appease a restless spirit. A place where dolls hang as silent guardians, their empty gazes a chilling reminder of the island's tragic past.